Hello students, I am Dr.Gajendra Purohit. You are watching our YouTube channel where I upload videos for engineering, mathematics, B.Sc and for any other competitive exam. So if you want to learn higher mathematics, then my channel is for you. I have started teaching discrete mathematics and I have uploaded many videos. If you want to see my old videos, then the link is given in the description. Today I am going to teach you about argument and what all are included in it. So let's start the class, okay? Here one is premises, another is conclusion. So you have to check the given premises. What is premises? It is the group of proposition. All right. Have you understood? The conclusion tells what we can get from premises. We will conclude from those premises. This is what we want. The proposition derived from given premises is conclusion. Now we are going to learn how to check if the conclusion is valid or not. We already have the premises given here, right? Now look carefully. So what is an argument? An argument is a process by which a conclusion is obtained from given premises. Whatever the premises is given, we need to find the conclusion. The given group of propositions is called a premises. Let me give you an example. The conclusion is the proposition derived from the given premises. Let's see an example. For example, I will become famous or I will be a writer. And here it says, I will not be a writer. What did he say? I will become famous or I will be a writer and I will not be a writer. So what is the conclusion here? This means he wants to become famous. I will become famous. So here we are getting conclusion and on the other hand we are getting premises. So let's check whether this argument is valid or not. But how do we check whether the argument is valid or not? Tell me. So we have premises like P1, P2, P3. For example, we have these three premises here. Look here. And this is the conclusion. So we have P1, P2, P3 premises and Q is the conclusion. Are you following me? Then the argument is valid if and only if the premises we have. Now if the tend to Q, this will lead to the conclusion. And if this becomes a tautology, then it becomes a valid argument. Am I right? Now if we don't have tautology, if we get even one false, then there will be a false argument. So listen, there is one more important thing to comprehend is that out of so many premises, if we get even single false, then we will say that the argument is not valid. Are you getting my point? If all three are true, but the conclusion we are getting is not true. If that is false, then the argument we have in that case will not be valid. All right. So I will give you an example of how we find out whether the argument is valid or not. Let's look ahead. Okay. Let's see the question first. Here we have to test the validity of the argument. How are we going to test that? Let's see the statement first. If it rains, so here if is used. So in this case we will get implies. When there is if, we will use this proposition, right? What is it saying? If it will rain, then Ram will be sick. So we can denote rain as P, right? And we will label Ram will be sick as Q, right? And it did not rain. So the negation will be it did not rain. Are you following me here? Now we have Q as Ram will be sick. So its negation will be this. Now let's move ahead and see this. We need to understand the statement which is given here, right? If it is rain, here rain is denoted as P. So if there will be rain, then Ram will be sick and Ram will be sick is denoted as Q, right? So now what is happening here? It did not rain, right? Means P and P is showing it did not rain. So what does did not rain mean? Negation and here we will get end. So it will be negation of P. Now let's move ahead. Then what's happening here? Ram was not sick. And if this is the case, then Ram was not sick means it is implies. So we have a total of these premises. From here, we have a conclusion that Ram was not sick. So if Ram was sick, then this. And what will be the meaning of not sick? It will be negation Q. Now we have to check if this is a valid argument or not. So whenever we need to do this, we will make a table. We will write P here and write Q here. All right. It's the same as we do in tautology, is it? So this will come true, true, then true, false, then false, true, and false, false. We have to check this now. Now we will talk about P implies Q. So let's take P implies Q. P implies Q, okay? So whenever we get an implies, the output of the false is true. I told you this in previous classes, right? If you haven't seen it, then you can watch my videos on IIT-JAM. If it's true, true, then we see this. If it is true, then true, or if it's false, then false. Now, what to do here? We will write the negation of P. So what will be the negation of P? Here negation of P will be that we have false. It's just the opposite. This will be true and this will be true. Now what should we do in these two? Now what do we do here? We put AND. Now here it will be what? Negation of P. What should we do here? Whenever there is AND, then we do multiplication here. True is written as 1 and false as 0. If 1 into 0, then it will come false. If 0 into 0, then also false. True into true will become true as it is 1 into 1. And the last one will also be true. Understood? Now what do we have to do here? We have to check the negation of Q. So let's check the negation of Q. I will change the color a little bit so that you can understand this clearly. So I will take this as negation of Q. So let's check what negation of Q we have here. Q is coming, so negation of Q will be opposite. That is false. Are you getting me? This will also be true for us, this will be false for us, and this will be true for us. Okay? Now I told you a trick. Whenever we have a statement, right, this one and this one, we have two premises. If they are true, then it should be true. If not, then it is a valid argument. Let's check it. So this is also true, right? So according to me, this is true and this is true as well. So the output we are getting here is false. This means that it is not a valid argument. Like this is true and this is true as well. It is also true, but one is false. So now you will say, how is this possible? Please solve this. So let's check if this tautology is working or not. So what will we do to check the tautology? We will write it again here. P implies Q and negation P implies negation of Q. Is that correct? Are you following me? Moving ahead on this. This tautology should come. If this tautology is coming, then it's correct. So here we have this and this. When it implies if false is false, then we will get true. So this is true and this is true. But when true is true, then let's see this, right? So this is true, but we are getting false and not getting the tautology. So this argument will be false, right? So in this way, it is called a false argument. So listen, you can see it like this. Let's see the question first. Investigate the following argument. The argument is already given. We just have to find its validity. So we have three premises here. This one, and this one. And what is happening here? Its output is coming, right? It's a conclusion. So here we have to check if this argument is valid or not. Okay. So first we will take the value of this, this and this. Wherever it is coming as true, then this shall also be true. All right. If these three places are true, then it should be true here as well. If it is, then the argument will be valid. Understood? But if this is the case that it's coming true here and here, but it's false here, then the argument will be false too. It will be a fallacy argument. Is it clear? Are you getting it? Now a big table is required. I want to tell you about the table. If we have P and Q, so there are four types here. True, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. But if we have 3, then it will be 8, 2 to the power 3. If we have 4 here, then watch. We have P, Q, R and S. So 2 to the power 4, we will have a total of 16. But it will be lengthy to make 16. But if you remember, then you can make it. It's not a big deal. So it will be a long table, but it's doable. Let's do it. I want to inform you that this is the table we have to make here. Here it is P, Q, R, S. So true, true, false. Then again false. This false here, this false here. All right. Then we will take 2 false and we will rotate these 2 false here. Then we have these false here. So in total, we will have a total of 16 combinations. Now, whatever the argument is given here, whatever the 3 premises are given here, one is this, another is this, and last is this. We have to find the value of these 3 in this table. Find the value of these 3. Then we will get the value of this. We'll find the value of these 4. And then we will check at what places this is true or not, right? This will finish the work. So that's what we are doing. Now, we have one premise here, another premise is here, and one premise is here. And what do we have here? This is its conclusion, and this is P3, P2, and P1. Now we have to see where these 3 are true. Where these 3 are true. We need to see only that. So we don't have to check true, true, false. If it's false, then it's not. See here, it's coming true, true. And true, and the conclusion is also coming true. So it can work. Let's move ahead. This is true, true, and true. These 3 are also coming true, and this is true too. So it will work, right, students? These 2 are false, leave it. This is true, false, and false. Drop it. This is true and false. Leave this too. Are you following me? Here it is true and false. Leave it. We only have to see the true, true condition. This is true. This is false. Leave it. This is true. This is true. This is false. Leave it. This is true and false, not right. This is true, and this is false. Leave it. This is true. This is true. This is also true. And here also it is coming true, so this is right. So this is true, 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 so this is also coming right. This is true, 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 so this is also coming right. So it's true. Else if it's false, then we need to check it. So wherever the three premises are true, there the conclusion will also be true. So if this comes, then we will have a valid argument, right? Understood? And if you make a table to check your answer, then the same tautology will come. So like this, you can check it. Shall we move ahead? So here is the next question given. It's a very good question. We have to examine the validity of an argument. A very big argument is given. We just have to examine if this is valid or not. Here it's given, if prices are high, then wages are high. If prices are high, then wages are high, right? So what we will do here, we will denote P as prices. Are you getting what I am trying to tell you? Here, if is given. And I want to tell you that when we say if, that means P tends to Q and Q denotes the wages, right? So here we will have Q, right? Now it's saying the prices are high or there are price control. What is it saying? If the prices are high and there is price control, then price control will be a new premises. So we will denote it by R, right? Price under control. So now we are getting or. Whenever we will have an argument, then we connect it with and. Or is coming in between. So one premises is here, another is here, and or is in between. So or will be used here. Prices are high. So prices are high. What are we getting here? We are denoting prices are high as P, then it will be P, and then or will be used here. Here it is saying price control, right? What is it saying? There are price control is R, so one is this, and students, other is this. Okay? So now if there is price control, now if has come at this place. So whenever if is given, then it will always be R implies, all right? Are you able to get this right? If you have any doubt, then ask in comment box. If there is price control, then there is not inflation. Inflation is a new premise here. So we will denote inflation as S, not inflation. So what is happening here? Tell me. The prices are high. There are prices control. If prices control are there, it's not an inflation upon denoting this as S. We get this. So here we will connect it with and. Then we will get this answer. So now we get this, this, and this. Let's move forward. There is an inflation. If there is a price control, then there is not inflation. Are you getting my point clearly? There is an inflation, therefore wages are high. So if we have inflation here, then what will happen to the wages? It will be high. Am I right, students? So listen, we have one more premises here, which is inflation, and we are denoting the term, not inflation as S. All right, students. So what will be the negation here? It will be inflation. So if we negate this, we get this as well, and negation of S. Now what we have here, so therefore the wages are high. So what is the total that we have now? The total that we have now is this premise. And if we have this, then the conclusion that we have here, it is saying that the wages are high. Understood? Now what was the wages here? It was Q, so wages are high, and this will go to Q, and you have to check that you must have a tautology. Are you able to comprehend? So what will we do in this? One is this, 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 and this. If all four are true, then what should be here? It should be true. If that happens, then in that case, the argument will be valid. And that is what we have done here. When we move ahead, we will understand these things. So we have PQRS here. So it will become 16. So in 16, we just need to check this, 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 and this. All four. All right. Wherever these four are coming true, there the Q should also be true. And if this comes, then we are on the right path. So we will do PQRS here. Then we will have one premise here, and one premise here, and one premise here. So there are four premise. What is the conclusion? Q. You take P1, P2, P3, P4, and what does we have here? We have a conclusion. Are you all getting my point? Let's see where these four are true. It's not happening, not here, not here. All four should be true. Wherever all the four will be true, it will be true. See, these four are true. So in this case, Q is coming true. This means it is valid. Are you following me? Have you understood this case? But it's getting more and more true. See, it's not getting true here, not here, not here, not here, not here. There is no other option other than this, where all four are true, right? So we just have to check that if these four premises are true, 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 then the conclusion should also be true. If this is the case, then the argument will be valid. Are you able to comprehend? You have to make the whole table. We will see it here. And how to do the calculation. To know that, you can watch the video on IIT-JAM where I have explained everything. You can watch it there. Okay, are you getting this? Let's see the next question, which is test the validity of following argument. If my brother stands first in the class, so if is coming here, so stands first will be denoted as P. And if is here, so we will take the imply. Are you getting my point? If my brother stands first in the class, I will give him a watch. All right. So here I am giving the watch. So you denote watch as Q, right? So if my brother stands first in class, then I will give him a watch. Okay. So here we are being told that either he stands first or I was out of station. If he is first, then we will call him P, right? We will denote him as P, then connect it with and. Is it okay? Now here it is coming or, either or is coming. So in this case, we will get this. I was out of station, so we are naming it as R argument. What are we naming it? R means I was out of station. Now let's move ahead. Either he stands first or I was out of station. I did not give my brother a watch this time. So in that case, I won't give watch to my brother. So I am giving watch to my brother here. Then what are we calling it here? We are calling him Q. If we don't give, then it will be a negation. So what will happen in this case? It will be negation of Q. What will happen here? Listen carefully. Third premise will be that I did not give watch to my brother this time. Okay. Therefore, I was out of station. So the conclusion is given that I was out of station. Listen, what is P saying here and what is out of station here? It's R. I was out of station denotes R, right? Here it is said that therefore I was out of station. This means that here we will get implied and the conclusion is that I was out of station. Now we have to see whether this argument is valid or not. We have three premise here. One premise is this, other is this, and next is this. Are you following me? So what will happen in these three? It should be true, true, true. And this will also be true. Then we will have a valid argument. And this is what we are going to check here, whether it is valid or not. If you are getting PQ here, then we will have a total of 8 in the table. True, 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 and true, true, false, and then false in between. Then we will find out the value of these three. Then we will see these and check where the true, true, true is coming, right? Now listen here carefully. What we will do here, we will make a table here, write PQR. We are making a table here. Understood? True, true, true. True, true, false. True, false, true. And false, true, true. And then true, false, false. Then false, true, false. False, false, true. Then false, 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 right. Is it clear? Now we will see what are we having here. P tends to Q, right? So we have P tends to Q. So we know that whenever we have false here, it turns true there. We see it's false, 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 and false. So here it will be true here, again true, and then true. Are you following me on this? And then it's true here. So let's check this. True, true, and true, right? But here it is false, so it will be false. Here it is true and here it is false, so it will be false, right? And the rest will come this, right? So this will come like this. Clear? Now we need to find out this value, right? P or Q. Let's find out the value. I will write this in different color. Now we need the value of P or R. So students, when we have P or R, then we always do addition, right? Where true is written as 1 and false is written as 0, and we will give it 1 on a value greater than 1 or 1. So this is P, right? True, true will be true, 1 plus will be 1, and this is 1 plus 0, so this is B1, right? This will also be true, this will also be true, this will also be true. Now this is false, right? 0 plus 0 false, this false plus this false, right? So here we have false and false. Now let's talk about negation of Q. The negation of Q, right? What is negation of Q now? We have Q and we have to take out its negation. So it will be false and false. This will be true, false. This will be true, false. This will be true and this will be true. Now here we can check we have a P1 premise, P2 premise and P3 premise. And this will be our conclusion, right? Are you following me on this case? So in these three premises, where are we getting true, true? According to me, we are getting true only on one premise. Okay, let's move ahead now. Here is true, true. In that case, we are getting R and it's coming true. So if this is happening here, then in this case, this argument here will be valid. And using this method, we can easily check this. But if you wish to follow another way of checking this, so we can also check like this. Okay. So what will we do here? We will put and in all three, right? So what will be the result? P implies Q and P or R and negation of Q, right? Are you all getting my point now? We get this value. All three will be true, true, true. And if one is false, then it will also be false. I will change the color. Listen, we have all three here. So what do we have here? This will be false, right? Focus here. We will get false here because it's coming and here, and false here, and false here. This will be true and this false, right? Now we are implying it. So here we get imply. So I will consider this whole as S, right? Are you focusing here? So S imply R, what are we getting here? S imply R, so wherever we have false, here it will be true. Are you following? So when false or true happens, then this is true, 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 this is true. Now here it is coming true. So we will check R, and what are we getting at R? It is coming true, so that's a tautology. So the argument here will be what? It will be valid. So like this, we can check it here, right? Let's move forward. So students, this is the question here, and you have to solve it and write down its answer in the comment box. At the end of this video, you will get my Discrete Mathematics playlist where I have uploaded many videos. In this, I am uploading a lot of short tricks on the new channel. You can watch it here and subscribe to the channel here. And you can also follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much. Kindly like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Press the bell icon so you get the notification of the upcoming videos. Thank you very much. Bye everyone.